Hello, everyone, and welcome to TIP International Radio. I'm your host, Leah Maston. We are showcasing prestigious top professionals from all industries all over the globe to share their experience and stories of success. I'm really excited for today's guest. He is joining us today from Los Angeles. He is a famous trial attorney who has become a household name. From his victory against the Pacific Gas Energy Company in Hickley, California, which inspired the Aaron Brockovich movie, from taking on Vioxx, Merck, the Los Angeles Dodgers. He has obtained more than 30 verdicts of $1 million or more and has handled more than 100 settlements of $1 million or more. He has tried more than 100 jury cases, winning the first California medical malpractice verdict of $1 million or more back in the 70s. This man is regarded by his peers as one of the nation's top trial lawyers of all time and is an honored member of the International Association of Top Professionals, IAOTP. Founding partner of Girardi & Keese, Mr. Thomas Vincent Girardi. Hi, Tom. Thanks for joining us today.
It's so great to be here with you. I really mean it. Just to be interviewed by somebody like you means so very much.
Thanks so much, Tom. It's really such an honor to speak with you today. So, Tom, tell me, what first got you interested in the law, and how did you pursue it?
Well, that's a really easy question for me to answer. 7 o'clock, Saturday night, when I'm in the 6th grade, Perry Mason was on. And I would watch Perry Mason every Saturday, all through grammar school, all through high school. Perry Mason's secretary was Della Street. She was awesome. And his real pal was Paul Drake, the investigator. And it was unbelievable. I was asked this question once before by some trial lawyers. And I said, Perry Mason. They said, Tom, Perry was a lousy lawyer. I said, what are you talking about? His one loss record? Are you kidding me? I said, no. Perry didn't know doodly about the case until 7:20 when Paul Drake would come in with the surprise witness. Oh no. They made me go watch 1 hour and 40 minutes of Perry Mason. They got him, I think, from Paramount. And they were right. Perry didn't know doodly about the case. Paul Drake would come in with a surprise witness and save the day. But I didn't know that in the 6th grade. And so that was really inspirational. And it's interesting that somebody that early in life would say, boy, I really want to do this. And it all turned out that way.
It really is amazing that you knew what you wanted to do at such a young age. With over 50 years of experience as a seasoned and trusted attorney, what would be some advice you would give to someone just starting out? Or, as you like to say, advice you would give to a baby lawyer?
Well, this answer is going to get me in a lot of trouble with a lot of terrific lawyers. There's only one area to go to. That's the trial practice. It's so exciting. And then that jury goes out, and I don't care if it's over $100 or over $1 trillion, they buzz 3 times, they have a verdict. You're about to get your report card. Holy Toledo, it is so cool. You see, when you compare with other lines of work, like being a probate lawyer, by the time anybody knows you're any good, everybody's dead. The guy's dead, you're dead. And then, I don't want to get anybody too mad at me, but family law doesn't have quite the same warmth and cuddly feelings that representing a person who's been hurt does. So I think that's the only ticket.
Well, you certainly make trial law exciting to watch. Tom, you've been involved with many big cases, not your ordinary slip and fall settlements. Tell me about which case was your biggest win and accomplishment, and which case was the most important for you?
You know, that's really hard to answer. The last week I got a thank you note. Dear Tom, I can't begin to tell you how happy my family is with what you did for us. Last night, my husband and I knelt down and said a prayer for you in thanks. And so then there was a signature, but I couldn't tell who it was, so I asked Charlene. I said, Charlene, what is this? Oh, she said, Tom, that's Mrs. Hanson. You settled her case. I said, how much did you get? She said, well, she got $17,000. So obviously, though, you know that warms your heart, that you've done something nice. That obviously it isn't a big thing to anybody except to her and to her husband. So I suppose if I really think of the most important case, it would go back to Erin Brockovich for a couple of reasons. One, it was very interesting to get to know Julia Roberts, but besides that, before the Erin Brockovich case, there wasn't much with respect to the environment. The people were really concerned about it and so forth. And that really kind of brought to light the fact that the way that some chemicals are dumped and so forth can really cause harm. And so that, although the movie certainly was important to the legal profession, the fact of the matter is that's really had a big impact on prospective jurors and so forth, that we got to take care of this environment. And as you see the problems that come about every day, it's really important. So that was an important little step.
Your accomplishments really make a big difference in people's lives. Aside from running the firm, Tom, and all the responsibilities that come with that, you are also very active on so many committees. You are a trustee for the Library of Congress, where an exhibit was erected in your honor entitled Drawing Justice. And now, a book I heard has been released. Tell us about that.
First of all, the greatest job anybody could ever have is being a trustee of the Library of Congress. The Senate appoints two, the House two, the President two. Harry Reid, 8 years ago, appointed me for a term. And then, even though he was no longer the head of the Senate, he still had some pretty good connections, and so I got elongated for another 5 years. But that job is unbelievable. The stuff at the Library of Congress. People go to Washington all the time and they see the various things there. Nobody goes to the library. The stuff they have. Here's a letter from Abraham Lincoln to his best friend, Mark. If slavery isn't wrong, nothing is wrong. I just don't know if I'm the person that's supposed to do something about it. Abe. There's the first draft of the Constitution where Jefferson and Hamilton write in the margins, Jefferson, this is what we're all about. Hamilton, this will take the country down. Great, really great stuff. And so to be a little part of the Library of Congress truly means very, very much. And it is really a hidden treasure that people don't know about. But that's been the most fun job a guy could have.
The Library of Congress is incredible. What a neat opportunity. Throughout your illustrious career, you have won numerous awards, honors, and featured in magazines worldwide. This past year, you were honored at IAOTP's annual awards gala at the Plaza Hotel for Top National Consumer Trial Attorney of the Year, which I also hear you have won for this year as well. Congratulations. What would you say has been the highlight of your career or most memorable experience that you have had to date?
Before I answer that, I should tell you one thing. I got in a lot of trouble when I got that award, and I brought that award back. There were 22 lawyers here. There were 24 secretaries here that said, we got to cut this award up in 46 pieces because we did more for it than he did. So, no, it was it was a terrific honor, but I'm just joking a little bit about cutting it up, but really that's the story. The people at this little law firm are so dedicated. It's a life sentence to come here. People have been here 30 years, 35 years, 25 years, and 5 o'clock means nothing to them. And I think primarily the reason that they're so dedicated is for the job they have. I don't think if we were representing some big insurance company, it'd be quite the same as representing the poor guy with the leg cut off or those sorts of things, whose lives are so different. And the only real way they're going to have their lives become a little bit better is because of us. So the dedicated people here, although I got the award, deep in my heart, I know who earned the award and who really deserved the award, which was so very nice to have. Nevertheless, it's in my office.
Yeah. You definitely have an amazing team dedicated to helping people. So tell me, Tom, when not working, what do you like to do for fun? Some hobbies?
Well, first of all, this law is so much fun. That's kind of a hobby to start with. And more importantly, to go on that golf course, it's just like being a lawyer. You hit it out of bounds, you hit a lousy shot, every once in a while go in. So you're being a lawyer on Saturdays or Sunday mornings to go walk around the courses here and there. So that really is, that's a lot of fun. And quite honestly, it does put the law in the back part of your mind for a little while. And then you start worrying Sunday night about, oh my goodness. But that's a fun sport. The other thing is this. I've had the opportunity to play all over the country with various lawyer friends of mine. And there's no such thing as an ugly golf course. The other thing, I received a nice award in Ireland by the barristers. And they said to me, no speeches. So the Chief Justice gave me this very nice award, and I got it, and I don't care what they said about no speeches. I said, I wanted to say this is the nicest award I've ever received, but it isn't. Everybody starts looking at each other, who is this jerk? I said, it's the second nicest award. The nicest award was being admitted to the Ballybunion Country Club. And everybody laughed. Ballybunion's the big course in Ireland and so forth.
Oh, that's great. And a good golf course is hard to beat. Tom, looking back, what would you say you attribute your success to?
That's pretty easy. My mom and my dad. My dad was the sweetest, nicest human being in the world. And he had a way about him to get things done. I have two brothers. But it was never take you to the woodshed, get it done. It was always in a very soft fashion. And boy, man, you really paid attention. And my mom, and this is where it comes from, baby. Her family was from Sicily. And man, she came with the heat. So she would have a wire coat hanger, and man, she'd hit us on the buns and so forth. And she'd say, wait till your father gets home. And I was like, oh, Father, please come home. My father was a very smart guy. He worked for a big company, but he invented the radar that lands airplanes on carriers. And he landed on the Hornet in 1942 with the windshields blanked out of the plane using only his radar to put it on the deck. So then at age 65, he had the mandatory retirement. I said, hey, Pop, why don't you come and help out at the firm? So my dad came down here for many years. And he got to know lawyers. And so he even wrote a poem about lawyers. You have no enemies, you say. Alas, my friend, the boast is poor. Those that mingle in the fray that the brave endure must have made foes. If you have none, small is the work that you have done. You've smoked no traitor on the hip. You've dashed no cup from perjured lip. You've never changed wrong to right. You've been a coward in the fight. That was my dad's poem about lawyers.
That was good.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, really good. Your parents sound like they were very special people. Thank you for sharing a little about them with us. And Tom, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. It's really been such an honor talking with you.
Leah, I can't begin to tell you how nice this is. And to spend a few minutes with you means so very, very much. I'm very appreciative. I'll remember this for a long time. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tom. And please, for more information on Mr. Girardi, you can visit his websites at thomasvgirardi.com and girardikeys.com.